I founded Advancing Eco-Agriculture because I wanted to help farmers learn how to grow crops without using pesticides. I learned that it is possible to grow plants that have functioning immune systems and are completely resistant to disease and insect pests by managing nutrition. When we remove the need for pesticides, we develop an entire system of agriculture that is much healthier and has the capacity to regenerate soil and to address many of the major challenges that we're experiencing in the world today. Sequestering carbon, reversing climate change and environmental degradation, and we have a lot of really powerful impacts for both the farmer and the environment as a whole. I'm on a mission to change agriculture and to change the way food is grown in the world. So this mission is really to remove pesticides and remove toxins from our food supply. I want to be able to show farmers how to grow crops that are completely resistant to disease and insect pests and thus completely remove the need for pesticides in the first place. So this is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that I believe that I've come here to do and to show farmers how to accomplish these results on a global scale. Advancing Eco-Agriculture helps farmers produce crops that are resistant to disease and insect pests by helping them manage nutrition. So we both give farmers the information and the knowledge about how to manage plant nutrition and how to culturally manage the crops that they're growing, as well as providing them with the nutritional supplements that their plants need in order to be completely resistant to disease and insect pests. In mainstream agriculture, agronomy and plant nutrition revolves around a singular focus, a singular objective: balancing plant nutrition for the greatest yields possible. We look at plant nutrition from a fundamentally different framework, from a fundamentally different perspective, and try to balance plant nutrition for optimum quality and for optimum immune function. And since we approach plant nutrition from such a completely different perspective, we have a very different evaluations. We look at different nutritional profiles that are required in order for plants to have a completely functioning immune system. And as a result, when we look at plant nutrition from an immune system and a quality perspective, we also get a much greater yield response, because when you have optimum quality and optimum health and vigor, you can't stop the yields from happening. So in many cases, we often see substantial yield responses and yield improvements simply because we're looking at plant nutrition from such a completely different perspective. In addition to looking at plant nutrition, we also look at everything that is happening on that farm. We look at the farm's ecosystem, we look at specific crop cultural management practices. We've developed our own operating system that really helps develop a regenerative agricultural model on each farm. So not only are we improving the environment, improving ecology on the different farms that these operating systems are being used on, but we're actually regenerating soil health, regenerating plant health to a much higher plateau of performance where crops can be resistant to disease and insect pests, but also can transfer that immunity to the people who consume that food, where we really are growing food as medicine. Farmers consistently see tremendous benefits from adopting this different operating system and the nutritional management system on their farms. Some of the benefits that they observe include substantially increased crop quality, where the food itself has a much higher nutrient density, it's much more flavorful, it stores much better, and the farmer is able to market that improved quality and improved storability and get a premium for his crop. In addition to that, farming is a really challenging profession. There are tremendous risks in agriculture with potential for diseases, potential for insect. There are a number of potentially bad things that could happen that could cause the farmer to lose his entire crop. When we start working with these regenerative farm operating systems, crops become much more resilient to negative weather impacts, and they become very resistant to disease and insect pests. My vision for the agriculture of the future is to be able to feed a growing world population healthy, nutrient-dense food that does not contain any toxins that have been applied as agricultural pesticides.